All right, let's talk about something that cost real estate agents a ton of money, the missed call. Today, we're going to look at a tool designed to make sure you never, ever lose a lead again. Let's jump right in.
So I want you to just pause for a second and really think about this. A missed call, what does it actually cost? It's not just a notification on your phone, is it? It's a real person, a potential buyer, who is now, calling the next agent on their list. That's a lost showing, a lost opportunity, and let's be honest, it's a lost commission. That one single call you couldn't get to? Oof, it can be seriously expensive.
You know the scene, right? It's like 9 o'clock at night, you're finally kicking back with your family, and then your phone rings. It's an interested buyer calling about one of your listings. But you miss it. It goes straight to voicemail. And that's it. Game over. You and I both know that buyer isn't leaving a thoughtful message. They're not going to wait for you to call back in the morning. Nope. They are hanging up and immediately dialing the next number they see. And just like that, poof, the lead is gone.
Okay, but what if there was another way? What if that call never even had a chance to go to voicemail in the first place? Imagine having someone, or something, on standby ready to answer every single call 24/7 for all of your listings. Well, that's the fix we're looking at today.
So, let's meet Beltroni. What is it? To put it simply, it's your own personal voice agent powered by AI. This thing works around the clock, it learns all the details of your specific listings, and it has one main job, to qualify leads and then book showings for you automatically.
And here's the best part, honestly. Check out what you don't need. You don't need to have any special tech skills. You don't have to go out and hire some expensive agency. And you definitely don't need to call a developer. This whole thing is built for busy professionals who just need something simple that works right out of the box.
Which brings us to the setup. And no, this is not some weekend project you have to carve out time for. The whole process is what they call a 10-minute transformation. Think about that. In less time than it takes to grab a coffee, you can go from losing leads to capturing every single one of them completely automatically.
And I'm not exaggerating, 10 minutes. That is the total time it takes to get this system up and running, answering your calls, and booking appointments into your calendar. It's pretty incredible.
In the process itself, it could not be easier. It really just comes down to 3 simple steps. First, you train your agent. Second, you sync your calendar. And third, you deploy your number. That's it. Train, sync, deploy. Done.
So how does that 10 minutes break down? Well, it's about 3 minutes to train it, a measly 1 minute to sync your calendar, another 3 minutes to get the number deployed, and then a couple of minutes to test it all out. See? Every single step is built to be super fast and efficient.
Okay, so let's walk through it. Step 1, training your agent. You just go to the Onboarder tab in the platform and you upload a simple text file. That's all. It can have the details for up to 10 of your listings, the address, the price, how many bedrooms, all the key stuff. And as soon as you hit upload, that's where the magic really happens. The AI instantly reads and just learns everything in that file, all of it. So right away, it's ready to have an intelligent conversation with a caller about any one of those properties.
All right, next up, step 2, syncing your calendar. You hop over to the Schedulers tab, and this part literally takes 1 minute. You just connect your Google Calendar. One click, you authorize it, and you're done.
So what does that do? Well, now your AI agent knows your real-time schedule. It knows when you're busy and when you're free. So when a buyer calls and says, "Hey, I'd love to see that house on Elm Street," your agent can say, "Great, how about 4 p.m. tomorrow?" And boom, it books it right into an open slot on your calendar. No more back and forth, no more phone tag, it's just handled. And that brings us to the final step, number 3, deploying your agent. You go into the Deployer tab, and this is where you customize things. You give your agent a name, you can add your own branding, and then you claim your own dedicated phone number. And that new number, that's what you're going to put on all your signs, your flyers, your ads, everywhere. Okay, so let's recap. The agent is trained, your calendar is synced, you've got your new number. There's really only one thing left to do to make this whole thing official. You just flip the switch, and that's it. Your agent is now active. It's out there in the world, armed with all your listing info, connected to your schedule, and ready to field every single call that comes in.
But okay, let's be real. There's a big question here, isn't there? How does this thing actually sound? I mean, we've all been trapped in those horrible robotic phone menus. Is this just going to be another one of those? Well, they've thought about that.
You don't have to take their word for it. The last part of the whole setup is for you to test it. You dial your brand new number yourself. You get to be the very first buyer and hear exactly what your clients are going to hear.
And what you're supposed to hear is a really natural, human-like voice. You can grill it, ask it detailed questions, and even walk through the whole process of booking a showing. And then you'll see it for yourself. That appointment will just pop up right on your own calendar. It's pretty cool to see it in action.
So there you have it. In less than 10 minutes, you're live. So let's wrap this up by talking about the payoff. What does this really change for you day to day?
I mean, this slide really says it all, doesn't it? The before is what so many agents live with. Missed calls, endless voicemail tag, and that nagging feeling that you're just losing money. But the after? That's a whole new world. You've got 24/7 coverage, you're getting qualified leads sent right to you, and you might just wake up in the morning to find new showings already booked on your calendar.
And that brings us right back to where we started. Remember that 9 p.m. call on a Sunday from a super interested buyer? Well, now it's not a problem anymore. It's an opportunity. Your branded agent picks up, gives them the info they need, qualifies them, and gets that showing booked. The opportunity is captured, not lost to voicemail.
When you boil it all down, this whole system is designed to do one thing: plug the two biggest leaks in your sales funnel. Plain and simple. No more missed calls, and no more leads dying in voicemail.
It's a huge shift in thinking, really. Your phone stops being this thing you're chained to, this thing you have to answer, and it becomes a tool that actively works for you. It's out there generating business so you can focus on what you do best, closing the deals. So it leaves you with one final question to think about. With your phone working for you, what are you going to do with all that extra time?